Hey, welcome to this free masterclass. I am so glad that you guys are here. And if you found this class, it's probably because something in you knows that there's more freedom, more time, more income, more possibilities. Now, before we start talking about what digital marketing actually is, I'm just gonna introduce myself. I'm Karen, and I go by Digital Mama Wealth. If you guys don't know me, I'm from Malaysia. I'm a mom of two going on three. And by the time I'm recording this, I'm actually going to labor next week, but that doesn't stop me from, doing the things and getting things done. And I hope this really inspires some of you in some ways that you can put your mind to doing anything that you want so long as you have that burning desire that you want to get it done, right? So let's get into it. Now, if you ever wondered how people actually make money online, but it sounds too complicated, now you're in the right place. Today, I'll explain it like we're having coffee, just chill, no big words, no confusion. And by the end of the class, I want you to understand what digital marketing is and how you can actually start from zero, even if you've never done this before. Okay? So, what you'll learn from this class, we'll go through four things, okay? What digital marketing really is, the easiest ways to make money online, the exact steps that you can take to start right now. And by the end of this class, my goal is very simple. You'll walk away understanding what digital marketing really is, how it actually works, and how you can start building your own digital income from ground up, same way I did. So this is my why, and I believe that everyone have different triggers that push them towards taking that first step. But here's my reason why. Now there was a time I couldn't even buy lunch for my friend without having to ask my husband first because I was a stay-at-home mom and I didn't have any income at all. And it's not because he wouldn't say yes, but it's because I didn't have the money myself. And that moment really hit me hard. It wasn't about the price of the meal, it was the feeling of needing permission. And I don't know how many of you here, listening to this have felt the same way. The feeling of needing permission every single time you want to buy something or you want to do something. And I remember thinking, like, if I could just build something that grows while I'm living my life, while I'm being a mom. And that really gave me the push. Like, I just didn't want to ever have to feel small ever again. And that decision led me to trying out digital marketing. So freedom to me means, being able to buy what I want for the people I love, travel whenever I choose to, and never having to ask anyone if it's okay. I'm sure if you're here, you have felt the exact same way. So freedom to me means freedom of choices, and also peace of mind. So that's the kind of freedom that I want you to be building, and I want you to learn how to use internet as your leverage. Does that sound good? Yeah. Okay. So why most people fail is not actually because they're lazy, but it's because they get stuck when they feel overwhelmed. I can guarantee you every single person who starts their journey on digital marketing is going to feel overwhelmed. They want to start, but they don't know how to. And the moment they jump in, they get confused and they give up. So it's not that you can't do this, it's just that no one has actually shown you how to do it the right way. And from what I observe, it happened in stages. So stage number one, they see people earning online and they think maybe I could do that too. But before they even start, doubts, start flooding in. Like, will this really work? Do I have time? Do I even know how? And most of the time, fear feels safer than trying. So they never actually, start. And then there are people who go into stage two where they take the plunge. They finally take the leap. Maybe they buy a course, maybe they try to DIY. Then they realize it's not just about pressing buttons, it's actually learning a skill. And without guidance, they get lost and they jump out in and out between ideas and then they burn out, right? And then there's stage three, the confusion part, where they decide that, okay, this system doesn't work for me. I don't think making money online is real, and then they just give up. But in reality, they are just missing a roadmap. So this is why I built this class, to give you that map, to take you from I don't know how to do this, to I can do this, because the problem was never really your potential. It's actually a right direction, and the right direction changes everything. So let's keep it really simple. What digital marketing actually is. Digital marketing means connecting a person with a problem with a product that solves it online. So when you make that connection, you get paid, and that's it. It's really simple. Problem, solution, make a sale, right? And every sale that you've ever seen follows the exact same pattern. Someone needs something or have a problem, someone shows them a solution, the value is exchanged, and they pay for the solution. It's that simple. Once you understand that, you can make money online. But the thing is, not everyone succeeds in it, and let me tell you why. Okay, so reason number one, they don't know how to sell yet. Okay, this is the most common problem. Many people think marketing means just posting and praying that somebody will actually click on your link and buy. But if you don't understand why people actually buy, the motivation behind the buying process, it doesn't matter how often you post, no one is going to buy. And number two, the product isn't what people want. So sometimes it's not really the offer itself that's not right. Maybe it solves the wrong problem, or it doesn't solve any problem at all. For example, a winter coat dryer may be a very brilliant idea for you to, a brilliant business for you to start, but just not in a hot country, not in Malaysia where I come from, because, we don't need a winter coat, right? Or a skincare brand that doesn't explain why it's different from 10 others that are already on the shelf. That is a messaging problem. Right. So this is number three, which is they don't know how to talk about it. So if your product doesn't make people think that's exactly what I need, newsflash, no amount of posting will actually fix that. So how do you actually fix a product problem? Now, the first rule of marketing is simple. Sell something people already want, not something that you have to convince them to want. That is going to be an uphill battle, right? So before you create something, ask yourself, do people already want this? If yes, great, right? If not, adjust until you do. You can't sell ice to penguins because they actually don't need them. And if it's a messaging problem, even if your product is great, people won't buy from it because they don't understand what it does for them. So they most problem, like the most issue that I've seen for people who actually don't get this right, is they usually describe the product as what it is. But a good marketer will actually describe what changes after they use it. For example, if you're selling a photography course, for example, most would say, okay, this course has 10 video lessons, you get lifetime access to it, you can learn manual settings. Now, what's the problem with this? What you're selling are just features. What's a better way to do this? You can say, okay, finally take photos the way you want your memories to feel, even if you've never touched a DSLR before. You see the difference? One actually lists facts, the other one paints the emotions. Now, people buy the after feeling, people don't buy on the product itself. So, this is a way to actually fix your messaging problem. Now imagine that you're scrolling and you see an ad that says, buy my new planner. It's 40 pages, A5 size, matte cover, blah, blah, blah. And you know what you do? You just scroll right past it, right? Because it's just information. Now compare that to an ad that is saying, you're struggling 1,000 things every day. Now this planner helps you breathe again. Same product, different message. The second one actually makes you feel some sort of relief, control, calm. Now, that is digital marketing done right. So that's the piece that most beginners miss. Digital marketing isn't just about having something to sell, it's about understanding people. It's knowing how they think, what they want, and why they actually say yes. Once you learn that, your content stops sounding like sales talk and start sounding like genuine help. And that's when everything changes. So this is what I've learned. Digital marketing isn't about products. It's actually about people. And the moment you start to speak to people instead of speak at them, that's when your marketing will start to work. And so why learn this skill that will change everything for you? Think about it. Every business on earth is fighting for attention right now. We're in 2025. Attention is the new currency. And digital marketers, they know how to earn that. When you when you learn the skill, you stop being just a social media consumer and start becoming someone who understands the online economy, and you understand how that actually works. You know how to communicate so people will listen, use automation so your work keeps running, and turn content into consistent income. Now, once you truly understand this, everything else becomes possible. So, now that you understand what digital marketing actually is, let's talk about how people are using it to make money online without overcomplicating it. See, because when you go online, you'll see hundreds of ways people are earning online. There's dropshipping, e-commerce stores, YouTube channels, digital products, affiliate marketing, coaching, freelancing, social media agencies, and the list never ends. But here's the truth. All of them works, but not all of them work for everyone. Why do I say that? Everyone is wired a little differently, right? Some people love showing out camera and talking. These are the natural storytellers. Some are quiet, they're creative, and they prefer to design, write, or build systems behind the scenes. Some people are analytical. They love numbers, strategy, optimization, and others just want something simple that runs quietly in the background while they live their lives. So, if you pick a business model that doesn't fit your personality, you're going to burn out for sure before you ever see success. It's like forcing an introvert to host a talk show every day or asking an extrovert to sit quietly behind a screen for 10 hours doing spreadsheets. Now, both of them will hate it. That's why you hear people say, it didn't work for me. But the truth is, the model wasn't the problem, their fit was. And when you pick a model that matches you, that's how you actually stay consistent. And once you learn how to sell, how to communicate and connect online, those skills become transferable. They work in every single model, no matter what you choose. That's why learning digital marketing first is what truly gives you the freedom. It's like learning how to drive. And once you know how to drive, it doesn't matter if you're in a Toyota or in a BMW, whatever car that you're in, you can go anywhere. The car might change, but the skill stays. And that is the mindset you need when you start online, okay? Because the truth is, the internet is the great equalizer. You hear many people say it doesn't care where you live, what degree you have, or who you know. All you need is Wi Fi, a phone, and a willingness to start and learn. And that from there, you can start to build your future even from your couch. You don't need permission, you just need to start. Okay, so now that you understand there are so many ways to make money online, I want to narrow it down to what I call the simplest four ways to start. Because if you're here, it means that you resonate with the way I do things. You want something practical, not overwhelming. And you want to start small, learn the ropes, and then scale up from there. So these four models are the ones that, for me, makes the most sense. And if you don't and if you don't have to master it all, you start with one, you learn the skills, and then you rebuild from there. So the first model is affiliate marketing. Now, you hear me talk about this a lot. What is affiliate marketing? Is basically just selling what already works. Why do I say affiliate marketing is the easiest way to start? Because honestly, if you think about a traditional business, you have to invest a lot of upfront costs. You have to buy a product, run a storefront, handle shipping, customer service, returns, and all before you even know if people are going to buy from you. Affiliate marketing actually removes all of that. You don't need to create a product, you don't need to handle inventory, you don't even need a big audience. You simply just recommend things that you genuinely love or you already use, and when someone buys through your link, you earn a commission. That's it. And this is why I recommend most beginners to start here. And do you know what's so great about affiliate marketing is actually, for me, someone else did the hard part. They built the product, they tested it, they perfected it, and your job is just to share why it matters to you and who it can help. Unlike any traditional business, there's no big investment. And what you're doing is you're borrowing someone else's product, someone else's system, and focusing on the one thing that matters most, no matter what business you're in, which is learning how to sell. And this one is learning how to sell online. This is why this is hands down the easiest and the lowest risk model to start with, because it teaches you the foundation on how money moves online. So the second one is actually digital product, and this is the most common next step people will go into. After learning affiliate marketing, they will start to learn how to create their own digital products. A digital product is something like guide, a template, a mini course, a checklist, or even an ebook. Anything you can sell online that help people solve a problem, that is a digital product. And this is something that we go deeper inside Digital Wealth Academy. And here's why it's so powerful, okay? You make it once, you put it online, and people can buy it again and again and again, even when you sleep. Basically, it means you make it one time and you can sell it forever, right? It's low cost, low risk, and high reward. And this is why the digital products are something that is like making a big boom on the internet, and people are doing it. And this is how people are actually making a lot of money from it as well. So, for example, let's say you design a small business Instagram caption pack, okay? You write it once, you upload it, and every time someone downloads it, you get paid, right? So that means you're earning even if you sleep, right? And if your first one doesn't sell, you learn from it and then you make another one, right? So this is the part where I say it's low risk. So this model, what it actually taught me is the meaning of leverage. So you make your time work for you long after you stop working on it. And this is why digital products are also one of the most profitable online models today. And inside Digital Wealth Academy, we actually go deep into exactly how to create, automate, and sell these digital products. Okay, now the third way you can earn online is either coaching or consulting. Now, I don't want you to overthink the word coach, because you actually don't need to be an expert, with 10 years of experience. This is where most people, they just stop, because they feel like they're just not um legible enough, not experienced enough to be teaching, to coming from a place that they are able to teach somebody. Now, I want to tell you, what I want you to know is all you need to do is actually be two steps ahead of someone else. Think about it. There's always going to be someone who is always behind you, who is just starting to learn, and you're already maybe 3 months in earlier than them. Do you think that you know more than them? If you know more than them, you're already in a position to teach, right? Look at me. This is exactly what I'm doing, right? In this masterclass, I'm teaching you what I learned. I'm guiding you through it, and from this, it's helping you see what is possible. Now, this is one of the most rewarding models, because you're not just making money, you're actually directly changing someone's results. And the truth is, not everyone's going to resonate with you, not everyone's going to connect with you, some won't, and that's okay, because the right people will always gravitate you know towards you. You think about it, how you choose a mentor, for example, you will gravitate towards the person that identify with you the most, and that's completely normal. So when you're ready, when you feel like you've learned enough, practiced enough, and feel confident, you can start offering mentorship or consulting too. So that's the third way. And the last, fourth simplest model for me, freelancing or offering a service. So this one is perfect if you already have a skill that you can use right now. Maybe you're good at writing, designing, video editing, or even organizing someone else's content calendar. So you can start to offer that as a service immediately. And this is the fastest way you can earn your first dollar online. While you learn the deeper side of marketing and your automation, think of this as a real world training. You learn client communication, problem solving, and pricing. These are skills that stay with you forever. And then later, you can turn those services into digital products or training programs of your own. So that is what digital marketing can help you with. So this is the beauty of this entire journey. Each model naturally leads to the next. Affiliate marketing teaches you how to sell. Digital products teach you how to leverage. Coaching teaches you leadership, and freelancing teaches you execution. They all kind of just build on each other. All you need to do is start with one, and that's how most people grow, one step at a time. So if you're wondering which one should I start off with, don't overthink it. Ask yourself, what feels easiest for me to do right now? What matches my personality and the time that I have? Because the only wrong choice is not starting at all. Now that you've seen the four simplest models, I want to show you what this looks like in real life. Because I know right now it might still feel like theory, like something other people is doing, but the truth is, ordinary people are already doing this, and all they did was just decided to start. Let me show you a few of them. So these are real proof, real people. Let's take Mackenzie from here. She started as a total beginner, no background, no audience, no idea what affiliate marketing is. And she watched, learned, and took one small step at a time. Her first commission wasn't big, but it showed her how it works. And once that happened, she never looked back. And she made right now 72,000 in a month time. That is crazy, right? And then we have Stella here. She was already dabbling online, but she wasn't seeing results. But once she learned how to automate her system, her content, her links, her communication, she started to make consistent income. What we learn from this is it's not magic, this is structure. And then there's Sahara. She stayed in a game long enough to let her systems mature. She didn't chase every new tool or trends. She focused on learning, refining, and improving, and now she's built a six-figure business that runs mostly online. Can you see that these are real people with real jobs, kids, and busy lives just like you and me? And they are proof that if you stay patient and consistent, if you keep learning and applying the skills that can change your life, the point isn't the numbers, it's the trajectory of things, because every one of them started from zero. Okay, so let's zoom out for a minute. Every business, whether it's small cafe or a billion-dollar brand, they need one thing: attention. Attention is the new currency, and digital marketing is how attention turns into income. You'll hear me say that again and again. Right now, we're living in a time where everyone has a phone. Now, you can choose: either you can use that to build something, or you can just scroll like what normal people do, right? But the thing is, here, you don't need to wait for permission to start. You don't need a team, and you don't need to have it all figured out. The internet is the most powerful equalizer we've ever had. I'll say that again. Honestly, the internet, if you know how to use it, it will be to your advantage. 10 years ago, if you wanted to start a business, you needed capital. You need to rent a space, buy stock, print flyers. And today, all you need is just Wi-Fi and a phone and a willingness to learn. That's the new economy, and that's the connection economy. The people who learn how to connect, communicate, and sell online will always have a way to make income no matter what happens. And here is the beautiful part: you can build that around your life. You can be at home with your kids, working a 9 to 5 job, traveling, studying, and still have something running in the background that is yours. Now, that is freedom, right? It's not about getting rich overnight. It's actually just about creating options for yourself. And the people who start learning this now, not next year, not someday, will be the one leading in the next few years. Because let's be real, digital marketing is not going anywhere, it's only growing. And that's why I'm so passionate about teaching you and teaching people how to do this, because once you know this skill, you'll never have to depend on anyone else for your income again. You have something that is yours, a skill that can feed your freedom for the rest of your life, right? So I just want you to close your eyes for just a second and picture this, right? Now, you wake up, you're stretching your body, you check your phone, and then ding, that's that little notification from Beacons or Stand Store. You made a sale. Maybe it's $30, maybe it's $200, maybe it's $422. But that's the moment you realize something important. You just made money while you were sleeping. And it's not about the numbers, it's about what it represents, that you built something that actually worked for you. And that moment changes everything. Because now you can stop asking, can I really do this? And start asking, How far can I actually take this? That's the real beginning of freedom. So let's make this super simple from now. Because at this point, you might be thinking, okay, I understand the four ways to earn online, but how do I actually start making money? Tell me. Okay, so this part right here is what most people overcomplicate. But once you understand it, it really does click. So let's go by step. Like you and I are sitting over coffee, and I'm going to show you exactly how I start if I had to start from scratch today. So, step one, pick a niche that feels natural to you. I know you hear everybody say this, but your niche is simply what you'll talk about and create around online. It doesn't have to be complicated. Most people treat it, treat choosing a niche like a life partner, but really it's not that deep. And you can pivot anytime that you want. Okay, think of it as choosing a starting point, something that you naturally enjoy, something you're already curious about, or something that you've learned through experience. Now, to make this even easier, I want to show you the three most profitable markets in the world and why almost every successful creator sits inside one of these. The three core markets, which is health, wealth, and relationships, right? Because every single industry online, they sit under these three desires. Health, I want to feel better. And this, I want to feel better, I want to look better. And this includes, fitness, weight loss, wellness, mental health, hormones, sleep, confidence, routines, etc., productivity. Now, people will always spend money on things that makes them feel better physically or emotionally. The wealth niche, because everyone wants to earn more or grow more. This is the niche that you and I are in: digital income, money management. It can be about productivity, online business, content creation, career advancement, many other side hustles. They all fall under this. Now, why this works so well is because when people believe something will improve their financial future, they are willing to invest. And the third niche is the relationship niche, because everyone wants to connect better with people. They can be about parenting, dating, marriage, communication, friendships, even self-love. That is like a huge boom these few years. Anything that helps people improve their relationships in their life, it's gonna boom, right? So this is why these niches are so popular, and why I believe as a beginner that you should start here if you are unsure. Okay, so these three markets are what they call the evergreen market, because people will never stop wanting better health, more money, or deeper relationships. They're stable, they're profitable, and they're constantly growing, which means demand for information. So things like content, courses, templates, coaching is always going to be high. Now, if you don't know what niche to choose from, start from here. Pick one of the big three and then narrow it down to something specific that feels natural to you. Now, here's what I learned from Russell on how to find your blue ocean. And if you don't know who Russell is, Russell Brunson, he's the OG of affiliate marketing, and he's got great books that you can learn from, tons of free resources, but you can do this later. But so what blue ocean basically means is just about finding that niche that's for you, that not everybody is competing in, right? So before you choose what niche, you just want to ask yourself two simple questions, okay? Is there a large target market for information in that niche that you're choosing? Which means, are people searching for solutions in that space already? Are they buying books, courses, templates, coaching on that topic? If yes, it's a good sign. And then number two, you gotta figure out if there are enough people willing and able to pay for that solution. Willing and able, okay? It has to be both, because some people are willing to pay for it, but they're not able to pay for it. They want to, but they can't, right? So those are the two things that you need to consider when you're looking at the niche. Some niches are interesting, but they're not profitable. You want a niche where people are willing to invest to solve their problem. That's why health, wealth, and relationship pass this test every single time. Once you have that, you then got a niche down. Then this is how you actually find your blue ocean, okay? Because the big market is actually very crowded. But your job is not to dominate the entire wealth niche. Your job is to find a corner inside wealth that belongs to you. So that is your sub niche. Okay, so for example, I'm in the wealth niche. I'm doing digital marketing, and I'm niching it out to beginner moms. That is really niching now. So I'm just talking to moms, for example. or if you're in a health niche, you can niche it down to weight loss, for example. You can further niche it down to women after pregnancy. So that's how you actually find your sub niche. Or if you're in a wealth niche as well, you can niche it down to side income, and then to introverts who don't want to show your face. So that's what most people are doing for faceless. So the narrower you go, the clearer your message becomes, and the easier it is for you to find the right people to you. So this is what Russell Brunson calls your blue ocean. Find your blue ocean. Don't compete in the bloody red ocean, where fishes are killing each other. So yeah. So your niche is actually your foundation. It's what gives your content direction and helps your audience actually trust you. So you don't actually need to be an expert. You just need to care enough and talk about it consistently. Choose a sub niche where your voice stands out, where your message is clear, and then the right people will naturally come to you. Okay, so that's about niching. It's a lot of information to cover, but let's move on. So step 2 now. After you figure out what your messaging is gonna be, who your people are, now you gotta choose a platform. You need to have a place to share it, right? So choose one platform, not five, right? There are tons of social media platforms that you can start off with. There's Instagram, which is where I'm at. It's pretty great if you like visuals, short storytelling, and connection. TikTok is if you want fast growth and discoverability. YouTube if you prefer deeper contents and long-term trust. And then there's Pinterest if you rather stay faceless and drive quiet traffic in the background. So there are many platforms that you can choose from as your online storefront. And this is how people are going to discover you. They're going to learn from you and they will eventually buy from you. Okay, so now step 3, as we mentioned before, the 4 simplest business model you can start with, and you only need one. So pick a business model that fits your lifestyle. It can be affiliate marketing, promoting, products that you actually already use or love, and you earn a commission for every sale. And then there is digital products. Okay, so digital products meaning you create something once and you sell forever. There's coaching and consulting. Share what you know and help others improve. Freelancing offers skills like writing, editing, or design to clients. So start with one. The goal is momentum, not mastery. Okay, so this is your quickest way to start bringing in cash while learning digital marketing in the background, which is affiliate marketing. One thing that I do want to mention with affiliate marketing is also, as you guys know, I promote the DWA, right? And for me, the additional bonus with DWA is there's an affiliate program that comes with 85% commission. That means when you share DWA with someone and they buy it, you earn almost the full amount. So if you're new and you don't have a product yet, you can literally learn about digital marketing from the course itself, and you can earn at the same time. And that is exactly how I started. For me, it's the easiest, lowest risk way to begin. Okay, so that is the business model that I chose, affiliate marketing, as a start, and this is why I recommend this to every single beginners that start off with. Okay, now step 4. Now is the time to actually create your own digital product, or if you're doing affiliate marketing, your product is already done for you, right? So keep it simple and specific. Ask yourself, what small problem can I help someone solve quickly? For example, you can create how to start freelancing from home, a digital guide. Or if you're really good at content, a content caption bank for beginners. Or you can even host your own first course, like how I built my first online income mini course. You can host it on Gumroad, Etsy, or even on Beacons. And all you need is just a file, a price, and a PayPal or Stripe account. And that's it. You have your first product ready for sale. So don't overthink it. Your first product doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to exist. And you can learn all this inside DWA itself. How to create a product, a digital product, or even how to create a course. And then step 5, this is where most people get stuck. Okay, they post, but they don't connect. Now, marketing isn't about being salesy. It's actually about helping someone see themselves in what you are saying. So here is a simple formula that works every single time. It's the hook, relate, teach, and invite. Okay, for example, I used to feel stuck in my 9 to 5 with no time for myself. So this is a hook, right? Now, if you're juggling kids, work, and life, you will understand this. So this is where relatability comes in, right? Then we move into teaching. So here's one system that I built that changed everything. And lastly, you invite. If you want to learn how, my free masterclass breaks it all down. So this is marketing in the simplest form that I can think of explaining, right? And this is what they teach you in DWA, but in depth. So you learn actually how to talk to people so they actually understand and they listen and they trust you. Okay. So step 5, learn to market it. Step 6, build a system that works. Now, you only need 3 pieces in place to make money online: a product to sell, a platform to share, and a payment link so that people can buy. Everything else is just extra. Now, when you start creating content around your niche, you attract people who need what you're already offering. And your job is just to keep showing up, keep sharing value, and link your product naturally in your content itself. So that's the system, right? You create, you post, you connect, you sell, and you repeat. So this works quietly in the background. You just gotta keep the engine running. Lastly, step 7. This is the part that separates the dreamers from the earners. Now, consistency is what builds trust, data, and confidence. I'm just gonna be really honest with you. Your first few posts might flop. Heck, they probably will flop. And that's completely normal. Don't take it personally. Every post, this is what I tell every of my students, every post will teach you something. All you got to do is show up anyway, really audit what you're doing, learn from people, share what you learn, you adjust, and you keep going. Now, if you can stay consistent for just 90 days, I can promise you, you will start to see engagement, you will see DMs, sales, and momentum. It's not luck, okay? Now, I'm gonna put like a disclaimer here. You can keep showing up every day, but if you're not auditing what you're doing, if you're not making changes, if you're not tweaking, if you're not trying to be better or really seeing why isn't anybody looking at your content, for example, and you're just posting blindly day by day, then probably won't apply to you. You probably won't start to see engagement even after 90 days. The idea here is you gotta keep learning and tweaking what is going on. Like, why am I not getting engagement? You gotta keep learning. That is gonna have, if you do that, that will have the compound effect. And with that small effort repeated daily, you are gonna get to where you want. Okay. So that is it. That's how you start. The 7-step beginner's roadmap. Find a niche, choose a platform, pick a business model, create or choose a simple product, learn how to market it, build a system that automates, stay consistent. That's it. No huge investment. You don't need a team. You just need a phone, right? Where's my camera? A phone, one simple platform. And once you get these basics down, you can scale, automate, and then grow from there. So that's the full picture. That's exactly how you start building digital income from scratch, just using your phone and consistency. Now, if you follow those steps, I can promise you it's not a matter of if it works, it's just when. So at this point, now you have 2 paths you can take from here. You can either try, keep figuring out everything on your own, spend months scrolling through free videos, guessing and wondering why nothing seemed to work. Or you can take the same path that I took, the path where you follow a clear roadmap, learn directly from people who has done it, and get the tools to make this process simple and achievable. That path for me was Digital Wealth Academy. So if you've been wanting to learn the skill properly without wasting time trying to figure it out alone, this is the program that I recommend because I took the same one myself. So what you'll learn in SETIWA is you learn how to pick the right business model, how to find products people actually want, how to communicate and sell online with confidence, how to create content that attracts buyers, not just viewers, and how to set up your system and automation so your business runs 24/7. Basically, it's everything you need to go from I have no idea where to start to I actually know how to build and scale something online. Now, I didn't create DWA, it's just a program that taught me everything about how to build digital income properly. And here's the part I love the most. While you're learning how to make money online, you can also start earning right away because DWA has an affiliate program that pays 85% commission every time someone buys through your link. So if you're a beginner and you don't have a product yet, that is going to be your starting point. You'll learn digital marketing and make money promoting the same course that taught you. Isn't that awesome? And the price for Digital Wealth Academy is $497, a one-time investment that teaches you the skill to create your income for life. So to put that into perspective, $497 is less than the cost of a short vacation or one designer handbag, but it's the investment that could change your entire financial future. And that's why I decided to become an affiliate for DWA, because I know firsthand that it works, right? And I want you to have the same tools and clarity that I did. So, and because you're in this class, I want to make it easier for you to say yes. When you join DWA through my link in the next 24 hours, you'll also get my complete Freedom Accelerator bundle. Absolutely free. Now, this bundle alone is valued at over $1,300, but today you'll get it included with your DWA enrollment. Now, this is everything I wish I had when I started: templates, captions, banks, video guides, systems, all designed to help you start faster and skip months of trial and error. Now, you know how when most people buy a course and they get stuck wondering, okay, what do I actually do now? That's exactly why I built the Freedom Accelerator bundle, because so you don't just learn about digital marketing, you actually start building your income from day one. This bundle is your shortcut, the exact system I wish I had when I started. It removes all the confusion, the overwhelm, and the guessing. Inside, you'll find everything that helps you go from zero to momentum fast. Okay, so let's see what's inside the Freedom Accelerator bundle. You'll get a 30-day kickstart video course so you forget spending months figuring it all out. This is a 30-day step-by-step video roadmap that shows you exactly what to do each day, which lessons to watch inside DWA, what to post, how to plan your content, and how to set up your systems the right way. It's like having me beside you every day for a month holding your hand through your first sale. Number two, you get the foundations that get you unstuck fast. So you get all the shortcuts I personally use to grow fast. I'll let you know which are the suggested DWA models to watch so you don't waste your time, daily checklists and self-audits to keep you consistent, my golden rules of posting and storytelling framework, the exact strategies I use to hit my first 1K followers, and you know exactly what to do and what not to do so you don't get confused and you don't overthink this. Number three, you also get my plug and play tools that does 80% of the work for you. Now, I built this so you can stop wasting time creating from scratch. You get Canva story templates that sells for you, 1,500 faces reels walled. So for you, if you plan to do this faceless, you can post daily without showing your face, and I already have all these video banks for you. You get 100 plus viral hooks, captions, and call to action banks that attracts buyers fast, so you don't have to think about it. You get high converting email and sales template ready to go. You get chat GPT prompts that plan your content and fix your bios in seconds. You get bureau ideas and many, many more. So it means everything is already done for you. All you have to do is just plug it in and hit post. Okay. You also get a mini course on how to sell in the DMs. Most people freeze when someone asks, so how does this work, right? So that's why I created this course. So you'll never feel awkward again. You learn exactly what to say, how to keep conversations natural, and how to move people from just I'm curious to I'm in without sounding pushy. And lastly, you get unlimited DM support from me. So you know that you're not doing this alone. If you get stuck, if you need feedbacks, or you need me to check your work, just send me a DM and I will reply you. So real support for someone who's done it, not a bot. Okay. So just to wrap it up, why this bundle is of insane value and why you want it now. Okay. Every time, every not every time, everything inside this FA bundle is worth over $1,300. And it's normally sold for $597 together with the DWA bundle. So the Freedom Accelerator bundle is $100 extra. But when you join DWA through my link today, you'll get the entire bundle for free, which means you'll be getting both the complete A to Z DWA program and the full Freedom Accelerator accelerator systems for just $497. Sorry, it's so hard to actually say Freedom Accelerator for just $497 total. Okay, so one payment, lifetime access, no hidden costs, just clarity, tools, and results. You'll have everything you need to go from I'm lost to I'm finally earning. And one more thing that is notable, so once you invest in this program, it's a one-time payment, but you get lifetime updates. I will be constantly adding in anything that's relevant and new that I think can help you guys move the needle forward in my Freedom Accelerator bundle. And you guys will get the updates for free. You don't have to pay extra for this. And so it's the same with DWA. So Rachel, who is the creator of DWA, actually constantly updates the models itself so that everything stays relevant to how fast moving the industry is, right? So together, this bundle is designed to help you build your foundations and start earning quickly, attract your audience with confidence, create content that converts, and you skip months of trial and error with pre-built tools that works. So, when you join DWA through my link today, you're not just getting a course, you're getting a full ecosystem, and DWA teaches you how to build income online, and the FA bundle helps you implement that faster. So, what that means is if you combine that two, that's when real results happen. Now, before we wrap up, I want to talk to those of you who might already have a business and maybe you're already starting to create content and you understand what digital marketing is, but you feel like something is still missing. Maybe you got the pieces but not the full picture. You're posting but it's not converting. You got offers but you're not scaling. And if that sounds like you, then I want to invite you to something more personal. This is my Freedom Growth Mentorship. Okay, because here's the truth. You don't need more content, you need conversion. You don't need, to learn another trendy strategy. All you need is just structure. You need to know exactly what to post and what to say and how to turn interest into income. And that is exactly why I created the Freedom Growth Mentorship, because I've been getting a lot of questions regarding this, people wanting me to have a look at their content and seeing what's wrong, especially with businesses. So this is not another course. This is just me and you working together one on one, where I take everything you're already doing and help you fix what is not working. Because most people don't fail from the lack of effort. They fail because they're missing alignment. Maybe it's their message, their content, maybe their offers don't connect. And in this mentorship, that's exactly what we'll fix. Okay, so here's what we'll do together in the next 30 days if you start your mentorship with me. We'll start with your audit and alignment call. This is going to be a 90-minute deep dive where we fix your messaging, your bio, your offer, and your content flow so your entire profile feels cohesive and conversion ready. Next, we'll jump into your sales and system calls. So this is where I'll help you map up your content to sales system. I'll teach you how to sell confidently your DMs and build your 30-day action plan with structure that feels simple and doable. And in between those calls, you'll have unlimited DM access to me. So if you're about to post something and you're unsure what to say in the DM, if you need tweaking with your caption, I will be there. Real feedback, real support. Okay, so it's just like having a digital sales coach in your back pocket. So inside my mentorship, I'll teach you the same frameworks that I use every day to grow, sell, and stay consistent. Okay, so after 30 days, what I'll expect of you to have is a clear, confident content strategy that converts, a bio and profile that attracts your ideal buyer. You will have the DM framework that you're able to close sales with ease, a 30-day action plan that tells you what to post, what to sell, and when to do it, so you don't guess. No more hoping, just clarity, confidence, and conversion. Okay, so this is just a recap. Inside your mentorship, you'll get two 90-minute private strategy calls, 30 days of unlimited DMs, not 30 days, sorry, unlimited DMs. I have to change this. A personalized 30-day content and sales plan, caption and DM templates, offer and bio optimization, post program roadmap so you can keep growing after we wrap up. And all of this is designed to take you from content to client. And the investment today is just $497. That's one-time payment for full access to me. No fluff, no overwhelm, just real growth. Okay. So I know you've been showing up, posting, doing all the right things, but if your results don't reflect your effort, then this is the missing piece, okay? Because you don't need to work harder, you just need the right system. And this is what my mentorship is going to give you: structure, skill, support, and it's simple and focused and very personal. So imagine 30 days from now, this is how your profile is going to look like: polish, your captions will make sense, your audience will finally understand what exactly that you do, your DMs will actually convert into sales, and for the first time, you'll feel calm because everything finally clicks, okay? So this is what the mentorship is built to create: momentum. If that's the kind of growth you're ready for, then your next step is very simple. Click on the link below this video or DM me the word mentorship, and I will personally review your application and see if we're the right fit. That's where we'll start to build our strategy together. So whether you're starting out, ready to join the WA, or if you're ready for more personalized guidance through the Freedom Growth Mentorship, you now have both options to move forward depending on where you are in your journey. But either ways, know that you're not alone anymore. Okay, so let's recap before you go. All the links are right below this video or it may be in the next page. Click on the one that fits where you're at, and I will see you inside. Okay, if you can't find the link, it will be in my bio for sure. And I want you to drop me a DM if you're serious about starting as well, so I can get to know you personally. So that's it for today's class. I want to thank you for really staying to the end, because as you can see, I made mistakes along the way as well in the way I speak, and also, you know, even my slides had a little bit of mistakes, but that's okay. We are all learning anyways, and we grow as we learn. So whether you decide to start learning through Digital Wealth Academy, or you're ready for one-to-one guidance inside my Freedom Growth Mentorship, just remember this, okay? Your freedom doesn't begin when you make your first sale. That's not where it starts. It begins the moment you decide to start. And lastly, I just want to tell you that you don't have to have it all figured out. You just need to take the next step, and you actually have to show up. So thank you for being here and spending your time with me today. I am genuinely proud of you for showing up and learning and choosing to grow. Now, go build something that gives you freedom, because you deserve it. I'll see you on the inside.